You beat the odds stacked against you. People are wondering, how are you still surviving when they expected you to fail? See, you had people that were just overly jealous of you. They were envious of where you were going in life because they might have saw you at a place where you were at your low point, a low period. You were going through some rough cycles. And now that you have elevated to a new level, people are wondering, how are you still surviving when you had all the odds stacked against you, yet you beat the odds stacked against you. See, people didn't see you the way you saw yourself. You saw yourself in a positive light. They saw you in a negative light based off stereotypes. If it's not stereotypes, it's based off what somebody else done said to them about you. Gossip. He say, she say stuff. Stuff that ain't have nothing to do with you as a person. They just went by what somebody else said about you, and then they perceived you that way. How foolish can people really be? You're not supposed to perceive people anyway based off a lie or something somebody else done told you if you haven't got to know the person by yourself. And this is what people are having a rude awakening about. You survived the traps set against you. People thought because they ganged up against you and they sent monitoring spirits your way that you were supposed to crack, give up, be scared, live off the spirit of fear. God did not want you to live off a spirit of fear. He wanted you to live off power, love, and a sound mind. Faith overcomes fear. Why they worried about you? You were too busy focused on making your life better, making you a better person from the inside out. Now you at a level of peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. You might not have much, but you got that peace. That peace is all you needed in order to move forward. It don't matter what they think about you. It don't matter what people have said about you. And you realize that it never mattered. Yet they thought it mattered. They thought because they kept coming against you in a negative way, that you was just going to give up and throw in the towel. How silly can people be? You're not supposed to give up because other people expect you to give up. You don't give up on yourself because other people expect you to fall off, to fail in life, for you to give up on yourself. And you realize that, and you haven't done that. Now they're wondering, well, how are you still surviving? If that was me, this is what these people are thinking. If that was me, I would have thrown in the towel already. I would have did something, but they didn't realize that you were much stronger than what they were. See, God gave his strongest battles to his toughest soldiers. You are a soldier in the army of the Lord. That's who you are. And because you are a soldier, people are baffled about that. People are wondering, how are you still surviving when you might not even have much in your name? How are you still holding your head up above water and we done took everything from you? How are you still surviving and they are not? That's what they're wondering. How are you still pushing forward and they're stuck? You're pushing forward because you wasn't going out of your way to make other people's life hard. You wasn't jealous of others like they were jealous of you. You wasn't out here turning your nose up at others like they turned their nose up at you. You wasn't out here calling people dumb, yet they thought you were dumb, but they get a rude awakening that you're really not dumb, that you're pretty intelligent and smart. And they thought you were dumb because they thought, oh, because you're a woman, or because you're a certain age, or because you're a certain height, a certain weight, that you're really not smart, because people are really superficial. But you were the total opposite from what they thought. You're very intelligent. You're very wise beyond your years for your age. And people just don't understand that. But God knew what he put inside you. And that's what people are starting to realize. God knew what he put inside you to make you the person you are today. Let them wonder about you. Let them think. Let them, whatever they're wishing about, because you got a lot of people wishing that you just fell and just give up. Let them wish what they want. But as long as you don't give up on yourself, then that's all that matters. See, people can't stand that you're doing better than them. You can do good, but as long as you're not doing better than them. But they don't have the final say over your life. The only person that has the final say over your life and where he wants you to go is God himself. Not what these people think and what their opinions about you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what these people think about you. They are jealous because they thought you was going to be stuck in a rut. And you came out better than you were before when they last saw you. Each time they see you, you better and better, just like fine wine. You're getting better and better, wiser and wiser, more beautiful from the last time they saw you. Because you are of the light. You are of the light, so you're only going to shine brighter and brighter. And they can't understand how you're doing it. You're doing it because you had a little faith. You're doing it because you put a little work with that faith. Yes, you put work with that faith. Because faith without works is dead. But you put work with your faith. They just sitting around. They got more faith in seeing you fail than you rising and becoming better. They put more faith in waiting on you to fail than put more faith in congratulating you and wishing for the best for you in your life. And this is what God don't like about these people. While they spending time waiting on you to fail, they could be spending time getting their own spirit right. But they refuse to do that because they too busy focused on people like you. And this is why you keep getting better and better. Because while they focused on you, you're focused on you, and they're focused on you, and you putting in the work, and they're not putting in no work, but they putting in a lot of work being focused on you, wishing and hoping for you to fail and to fall off. That's not a righteous heart to think like. These people did not operate with a righteous heart. And you were wondering, okay, what did I do wrong? Am I doing people wrong? What did I do? You didn't do anything wrong. People are just jealous. They don't have nothing better else to do. They thought you was supposed to be like them. Well, we nothing in life, so you supposed to be nothing with us. Well, we're miserable, so you supposed to be miserable too. Well, we negative Nancy's, so you supposed to be negative Nancy's right along with us. And you said, no, I got better things to do. My time is of the essence. I have something to do. I have goals to accomplish. And if you didn't have any goals to accomplish, your main goal was just being at peace within yourself. And now that you mastered peace, you no longer have people in your energy that's messing with your peace. Now you're able to really do what you called to do. Be the light. You are headed for greatness. And that's what people are shocked about. You're headed for greatness when they thought you was going to be a failure. Well, that's what they get for thinking. Because they shouldn't have been thinking the wrong way about you to begin with. What it is, they projecting how they feel about themselves onto you. They don't feel good about themselves, so they don't want you to feel good about yourself. And that's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to feel good about yourself. You're supposed to love yourself properly. You're supposed to want more for yourself. Good things, positive things, fruitful things in this life. You're supposed to want that. No, you're not supposed to, covet anything. But it's fine to want the finer things in life. It's fine to want something nice. It's fine to want to be loved and joy and at peace. within yourself. And that's what they're not understanding. They're trying to figure out, how are you doing it? You might have left your job and you're still surviving. People are wondering, how are you still making it? You might have went into business for yourself. And if you haven't did that, you might not work a lot of hours. You might doing something that's, charity work, something like that. You might even be in college. So you don't have to do much because God got you where you're supposed to be at. You are exactly where you're supposed to be at, in a good place. But yet they're wondering. The reason why they're wondering is because they didn't expect you to make it out that rut that they set for you, or that they planned for you in their mind. These people didn't expect you to make it out of that. And now that you're doing better than them now, you're really walking, because you got to crawl before you walk. And you were crawling for a long time. Now you're walking. You're strutting down like a model, like America's Next Top Model. Anybody used to watch Tyra Banks? You know how they use the catwalk down the runway? You went from crawling to now you're strutting and walking. And your head is head high while you're walking and strolling down that runway. Because you know who you are. And that's all that God wanted from you. You had to crawl before you can walk. They didn't see where you were. They couldn't see your greatness because they was only looking at you while you were crawling. Now that you're walking, they don't even recognize you no more. They don't even know who you are no more. They got to learn you all over again because you grew so much mentally. And now people are like, wow, that man really grew up. That woman really grew up. They're not the same no more. But how are they still surviving? Why they haven't fell back? Because maybe you're still surviving because you're not out here wishing bad like they wishing bad for you. You're not doing those things. But yet they're wondering. Let these people wonder. Let them hope. Let them think that you done fell off. You ain't got to tell people nothing, really. You ain't got to let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. You ain't got to let them know nothing. Let them wonder, let them perceive you the way they want to perceive you. As long as you don't give up on yourself, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. And that's the prophetic message I have for a royal one. And until next time, bye-bye.